the real week one fitness plan for busy people. Start strong, stay consistent.
If you've been telling yourself, I'll start on Monday every month, this video's for you. I want you to treat this as your real week one, not a reset, not a fantasy version of yourself, but you right now, exactly as you are. Hey, my name is Maydi, and I'm filming this right before the girls in the house wake up. My baby, my lady, my goddaughter. Because my office space right now is in the living room, and that's where the baby's play area is too. So when she wakes up, it's gonna be a lot of excitement, a lot of screaming, a lot of laughing. But I wanted to make this video because I know what it feels like to be overworked, tired, and still try to feel good in your body. I help busy people get stronger, leaner, and more confident without crazy diets or 2-hour workouts. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a super simple week one plan you can actually stick to. No all or nothing mindset, no guilt, no perfection, just clear, realistic steps you can plug into your real life. Okay, first exercise of the day, we're going to do a compound lift. Compound lift is just an exercise that target multiple muscle groups. So, for example, what I'm doing here is a close grip bench press, and it mainly is going to target the tricep. But you're gonna have some chest involved. You're gonna have some tricep involved, of course, and you're gonna have some front delts involved. So a compound lift. If you're a busy individual, I don't want to tell you how to work out, but to get on a machine, if you only have 3 days a week, and I love machine exercises, right? But the first exercise, I mean, if you're just warming up and you want to do an isolation exercise, that's cool. But make sure you throw a compound lift in there at some point because it's going to target multiple muscle groups. So it's going to target your chest, your triceps, and your front delts. So, for example, a girl that wants to grow her glutes and she only has 3 days a week to work out, then the best lift for them to do will probably be a hip thrust or a deadlift or a sumo squat. It's going to target multiple muscle groups. So a compound exercise, again, compound exercise is anything done with a barbell, a dumbbell, any exercise that's done with a barbell or a dumbbell that targets multiple muscle groups. That doesn't mean that you have to combine exercises together. I hate when people do lunge to a curl, right? Just do the lunges and that's it, right? Or do the curls and that's it, right? The second exercise I'm doing is something that directly targets the muscle group for the goal that I have. My goal is to grow my arms, and it's been that way since last year to just grow my arms a little bit more. So, what I want to do is grow my triceps at this point. So, I'm doing isolation tricep exercise. I'm doing an overhead tricep extension with the barbell, right? You could do this with a cable or you could do this with dumbbells as well, but I'm choosing a barbell. And of course, when I do exercises with a barbell, I typically like to stay in low rep ranges just because when you're doing stuff with a barbell, it's not fixed, it's not stable. So sometimes when you get tired, you feel it in muscle groups that you don't want to feel it in, more like forearms and stuff like that. So you pick something, your second exercise should supplement the first exercise. The third exercise of the day will be one of my second goals of this program is to grow my hamstrings, right? So I'm going to pick another compound exercise. Keep in mind, guys, you're only training 3 days a week. And if you start to map things out, you can't a day that's just fully chest or a day that's just fully armed, right? You got to mix and match, right? So my second goal is to grow my hamstring. So the third exercise of the day will be a barbell RDL, but the barbell RDL is a compound exercise. So it's going to target my hamstrings mainly, and it's going to target my glutes and some low back. That's why it's a great exercise, and I recommend you guys do it. If you're doing it on a machine or with dumbbells or barbell, just do it because it's going to strengthen your hamstrings and define them as well. And it's going to strengthen your low back and your glutes, right? For my third exercise of the day, I'm going to do something that directly targets the hamstring, and that's hamstring curls. A lot of people hate machine because they feel like it's useless. But if you want to grow muscle and supplement the exercise that you're doing, hamstring curl, seated leg curl. You feel what I'm saying? So something like that. And with isolation exercises, just do higher reps, right? 10 to 20 reps, 10 to 15 reps. Don't do 6 reps because it's pointless. Isolation exercises is mainly to just add volume. So that will be my fourth exercise of the day. Now, my fifth exercise of the day, I'm going to do some sit-ups. I barely do ab exercises just because when you lift heavy, your core is going to be involved. So any lift like a pull-up is going to involve your core. A heavy squat is going to involve your core. So you only need one ab exercise. I see a lot of people in the gym or clients that just come up to me because if you're lifting heavy, you're going to target your core, whether you like it or not. Now, I'm doing sit-ups because I want to isolate my core. And you just need one exercise, and I'm going to do 10 to 20 reps here, and I'm going to add weight because over time, your stomach is a muscle, right? So you can't just do a body weight all the time and expect for them to look defined. So abs will be my fifth exercise of the day. Okay, the last exercise of the day is a muscle group that's not as important to me at the moment, but people should really try to implement them in their program. Shoulders, because your shoulders will make everything else look good, right? If you have nice looking shoulders, your hips look smaller and your chest looks wider, everything just looks better. So women, men, don't forget to target your shoulders. And I'm gonna do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, and it's 3 sets. And it's the last exercise on day one because that's not my focus. My focus is to grow my triceps and to grow my hamstrings. So that's why I put those in the beginning. And then abs and shoulders are the last two exercises because yes, they are important to me, but they're not as important at the moment. As you think about it like this, you're not just working out to look good in your 20s, right? You're not just working out to look good in your 30s. You're working out to look good for life. You're working out to look good for life and better than you did. I'm just trying to say, guys, that whatever your goal is, if you're a busy parent, a busy businessman, if you don't have that much time on your plate, then really focus on the goal. Do 2 to 3 months focusing on the goal. And then after that, revisit your goal, see what's working, see what's not working, see what other muscle groups you want to develop or grow, and then you go from there. Guys, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the link on the description. That's where my website is for programs, for apparel. These nice looking apparel that you can match with some jeans or you could work out with, right? Till next time, peace.